I've been trying to come up with a video idea lately that's going to annoy a lot of people. Now, if only there were 2 video game movies coming out in 2019 that I could compare and then choose the obviously incorrect answer as the correct answer. I've got it! Detective Pikachu kinda sucked. Now hold on a second. Before you start ripping my throat out, wait until you hear the rest of the points I've got. Proclaimed by critics to be the first good video game movie, my expectations were expectedly high. Finally, after so long, we were going to get a good representation of video games on the big screen. I went into the cinema looking like this. And I left looking like this. What the hell was that garbage? I'm also going to be referring to Detective Pikachu as Pika Pika from now on, because the amount of times I'm going to have to say Detective Pikachu is going to drive me insane. The movie falls into several traps of past video game movies, and then some. But it's not all doom and gloom. There were some genuinely great moments to be seen, and glimpses of what could have been a fantastic movie. You've read the title though, so obviously this movie was one big yikes from me, and absolutely leads me to believe that the upcoming Sonic movie could end up being more entertaining and better made than Pika Pika. I see you hovering over that dislike button. Just wait until the rest of my points, and then dislike away. The most inherent problem of Pika Pika to me were the characters. The way each character were portrayed gives off this weird cartoon vibe, which on paper sounds natural considering the movie is based off of a video game. But in execution, it does not work at all. All the characters feel incredibly wooden and one-dimensional, and it makes it almost impossible to connect with them. It doesn't help that the writing for them is also, well, and the magic we call hope. Who the hell wrote this crap? It's like if you took the writing of Pokemon Red and Blue and directly implemented that into the movie. It'd feel like a parody. It's cringe-inducing and it zapped me right out of the movie. That pun was meant, by the way. This is an area where I feel the Sonic movie could have a genuine advantage over Pika Pika. From what we've seen, each character actually feels like they fit their role, and they don't act over the top cartoony, unlike Dr. Robotnik, who is basically Jim Carrey. But that still feels more entertaining than Tim Woodman. Aha! Did you see what I did there? His name is Tim Goodman in the movie, but I said Tim Woodman, because his character is a plank of wood. I found this a really bizarre direction to take these characters, as there are plenty of blatant jokes about taking drugs and having sex, yet the characters talk like they're appealing to 5-year-olds. These characters are actually grounded in reality that makes them a lot more believable than Pika Pika, with one major exception. Ryan Reynolds was by far the best part of Pika Pika, and ironically enough, his portrayal of a walking, talking, electric mouse detective was the most believable and relatable character of the entire bunch. Sure, it is just Ryan Reynolds acting as a Pokemon, but at the same time, the way he gives off his performance as Pikachu was perhaps the only redeeming quality of the entire movie. Alright, now you can give me my well-deserved dislikes. Again though, Detective Pikachu spouts out a lot of curse words like hell and damn, definitely not meant for younger audiences to hear, and having that dynamic with the rest of the characters just felt incredibly off. If we're talking about the main mascots of these movies, I guess it's finally time to bring up the elephant, well, hedgehog, in the room. Yes, Sonic's design doesn't look great. In fact, it's one of the worst Sonic designs I have ever seen, and it made me want to bleach my eyes out the moment I saw it. However, while Sonic's iconography is very important, there's also one other aspect that will define this Sonic as a real character. His voice. Ben Schwartz, perhaps best known for his portrayal of Dewey Duck in the DuckTales revival show, will be the new face of Sonic, and from what we've heard so far, he doesn't seem to be doing a bad job at all. While I don't think he'll surpass the excellency of Ryan Reynolds, I still believe he'll be able to hold his own as Sonic and help carry that movie forwards. It's this, combined with the rest of the Sonic movie cast, that makes me believe that the Sonic movie might just be a more entertaining movie to watch. If I can watch the movie and be somewhat invested in these characters, that's already a massive advantage over Pika Pika. Now you guys are probably thinking that I'm just a super biased Sonic fan. And you're absolutely right. However, there are other ways in which the Sonic movie could be better than Pika Pika. Pika Pika had a plot that felt incredibly underutilized and way too convenient for the characters at hand. Now, if you don't want to be spoiled about the movie about a detective talking electric mouse, don't you worry, because the trailers already did a fantastic job of doing that. The plot is mainly revealed using these very convenient holograms that showcase past events. Basically, Mewtwo was being experimented on, and he escapes. Whoa, never could have seen that one coming. A new drug was being tested that could make Pokemon more powerful than their usual selves. And that's pretty much it. Tim's dad is supposedly dead, but we find out very quickly that he isn't. And in the biggest plot twist of any movie ever conceived, a twist that absolutely no one in their right mind could see coming from a million miles away. Detective Pikachu was Tim's dad! Whoa. Guys, we need to slow down. I cannot handle such a big, shocking revelation that I totally didn't guess at the beginning of the entire movie. Yes, it was predictable! The plot just didn't feel significant at all, and it just felt like a string of events through these boring hologram projections. I thought this was meant to be a detective movie, which was by far one of the aspects of the movie I was looking forward to the most. Instead, we got a movie that was mainly about showcasing what they could do with live-action Pokemon, and the novelty of Ryan Reynolds as Detective Pikachu. Even as a hardcore fan, I wasn't hooked by these Pokemon, and sure they looked pretty cool, other than Mewtwo who looked absolutely hideous at points. It just wasn't enough for me to carry an entire movie, and it really didn't help that every major point in the movie was spoiled in the first 2 trailers. The ending scene was in the second trailer, and I seriously couldn't believe it. I started avoiding the trailers completely after trailer 2, and yet I still had the feeling of been there, done that. And it's with this why I think the Sonic movie has a decent chance of surpassing Pika Pika overall. With a story being as boring and conflicting as Pika Pika, the standards are pretty low, and hopefully the Sonic movie actually takes advantage of that. The plot for the movie so far seems pretty simple, with the government trying to chase down Sonic with the help of Dr. Robotnik, which could lead to some cool character dynamics, and could allow for a greater emphasis on character development, since the movie won't be trying to balance a load of plot elements together like Pika Pika did. A sequel is absolutely happening for Pika Pika though. There were just way too many loose ends that I guarantee will be sorted out in the next movie. Hopefully they can majorly improve all of the shortcomings of the original. And that is why I think the Sonic movie could be better than Detective Pikachu. I really am glad I did make this video just to show you guys where I'm coming from. Hopefully you all understand, and I'm sure, now that I've explained my points, I won't get bombarded with dislikes. Well, shit. Thank you so much guys for watching this video today. I tried really hard on scripting it and making it as concise as humanly possible to get my points across, because I know it's a pretty hot take to have. Hopefully I wasn't too harsh on Detective Pikachu, and hopefully I'm not the only one who thinks that the Sonic movie could potentially be better than Detective Pikachu. But let me know if you enjoyed in the comment section below, and of course let me know if you agree with me or not. If you don't agree with me, I want to hear why. If you love Detective Pikachu, I also want to hear why, because I really don't think it was that great. But either way, hope the video was enjoyable for you to watch, and there'll be more of these in the future for sure, trying to ease my way into more edited kinds of content, more scripted kinds of stuff, just so I can make the most polished videos I possibly can. But with all that said, thank you all for watching, thanks for sticking around if you watched till the very end, and enjoy the rest of the credits. Peace out, my dudes.